Hello there. This is John Anthony Francis Wilcox, and these are six fantastic songs from Anthem. Before we get into that, as always, the links to these songs are in the comments section below this video. So, Anthem is a 1981 album, gold album, #2 charting album by my sister from another mister, because I'm her brother from another mother. Uh, this is by Toya Ann Wilcox with two L's. And it was a huge hit for her on the heels of two great singles from it, both of which are on this list. And we start with song number one, which is I Want to Be Free. And it was a massive one. It has a video directed by Godley and Cream. That's a lot of fun, and I don't understand why it's blurry online. It's a little blurry, but you get used to it. It's a fantastic song. I always like the line, it's true to this day. So what if I dye my hair? I've still got a brain up there. Exactly. Be who you are. Live how you want to live. That's part of the message of I Want to Be Free. Whatever you are is what you are. Be that. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Great song, great vocal. Kind of, what would I call it? Pop rock with a little bit of punk undertone, which is Toya all over the place. She's sort of pop rock punk prog theater. There you go. Which fits because she's also a fine, fine actress. And that is song number one, I Want to Be Free. Song number two is Jungles of Jupiter, which is a science fiction-y song about the jungles of Jupiter. Her bass player at the time, who's also in the video that I'm linking for this, from a Christmas Eve performance at Drury Lane, back in the day in '81, is a guy named Phil Spalding, who died this year, sadly. Phenomenal bass player. Also played with Mike Oldfield and Seal and GTR. And to that point, when I saw him play with GTR, we were backstage and I was talking to him about the song Jungles of Jupiter, and he was just totally enamored with the fact that I even knew who Toya was here in the United States. And he said that his bass playing on this particular number is very heavily influenced by Sting's work with the Police at that time, which was really early in the day with the Police, because this was '81. So, wonderful song, fun live performance with some, as I recall, some Silly String making an appearance in the crowd. And I always love it. It's a wonderful, wonderful song. Song number two, Jungles of Jupiter. Song number three is I Am. And in the LP days, this closed out side one. Very strong vocal from Toya, very poetic, of the time. Everything on here is very of the time. It sounds like 1981, but in a good way. There was some great music in '81, and this album clearly was part of that. Sadly, never here in the States, where I am. I mean, you could be seeing this anywhere in the world, but here in the States, Toya was just not here, sadly, foolishly. But that's how things worked out. Fantastic song, great bass playing, nice effects, just a wonderful, wonderful vocal. Some of it's sort of in charactery, but you can see the beauty that Toya's voice can have. She's very theatrical. She doesn't have just one voice. There are songs that are very aggressive, very some that are very beautiful, like this. Um, just what she says, "I am a waterfall." It's beautiful, and that is song number 3, "I Am." Song number 4 is "It's a Mystery," which was a huge hit for her. Written by a guy that went on to play in her band named Keith Hale. Um, and it's wonderful. It has a great energy to it. You could see why it was a hit single. And I have put a TV performance of it, a lip sync, but it's still great. You get to see Toya with her wild hair and owning the camera. She just always owns the camera. That's just. I remember talking, in fact, with Kevin Godley once, who had directed a couple of her videos, the "I Want to Be Free" and "Thunder in the Mountains," and he said that the camera just loves Toya, and it does. You just see it. Anytime there's a video, if you're looking at other stuff, I don't know why. Um, it's a wonderful song, great energy, real sing along kind of thing on the chorus, and that's song number 4. "It's a Mystery." Song number 5 is "Demolition Men." And I love this, has really kind of great early 80s synths on it. And a fun vocal with the "I'm gonna gun you down rat tat tat tat." Um, and then some wild synth stuff. It's just a fun piece, sort of a it almost sounds like it's talking about a semi-futuristic world. Um, Years before the Stallone film Demolition Man. Remember, this is 81. So Wesley Snipes didn't have yellow hair yet. I wonder, I never even thought about it. I wonder if this song and Toya's physicality had any influence on that. Who knows? Hard to say. Can't deny that it's a possibility. Song number 5, "Demolition Men." And song number 6, remember which is "We Are." Remember how "I Am" closed out side 1, side 2 of Anthem closes with "We Are." And it's a rallying cry to the youth of that day. Remember that when Toya recorded this, she was, I think she was still 22 when the session started, and 23 by the time later in the year, because she's born in May and is 2 years older than me. So I turned 21 in 81, so she turned 23. So it's a real kind of revving the engines energy piece. Not a long song by any. And it's another, by the way, that I put the Drury Lane performance from wonderful live version. And energy, energy, energy. Um, we are lots of fun. We are the chosen ones. And that is song number 6, "We Are." It closes out 6 fantastic songs from Anthem. I know it's something unusual to a lot of the people that look at my stuff, but I tell you that it's worth your while. It's music that stands the test of time. Now it's 42 years later, and this album still sounds very fresh to me. And these songs are just wonderful. Lots of, they're lots of fun. And it was a wonderful time for Toya. It was a wonderful time for music. And I hope you give these a shot. I love you all, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.